Hi guys, I'm Asif Ali and you're watching CGHOW video. Today I create this brick pattern. Actually, we created the grid pattern in UE5 using Sketchpad. And with our grid pattern, we can also make the brick pattern. So you can see this look cool. So let's start this.
CGHOW. CGHOW.
First of all, subscribe my YouTube channel and also click on bell icon so you will receive all new video notification. Let's start this and create a Niagara. And we have this fountain, so I will delete something. And let's say you have just 100 particles that spawn just once and live forever. So you have 100 particles. Instead of this, you can take the grid location, spawn particle on grid, and you will have that grid. You can make this 0. So you will have this grid. I can make the size uniform, turn off this mask. Okay, so this is the grid that is the default module, but how to create this grid from scratch so you can understand better how this thing is working, so you can edit this also. So I'll delete this and we have this spawn bus, we have 100 particles. So in particle spawn, I will create my scratch pad and this will be grid. So what you have to do is you have to set the particle position. That's how you will make the grid. So set this and this is position. So I will break this into vector. So I'll take the vector and connect it here. It will convert vector to position and then we will have this X, Y and Z separately. Okay, so first thing what you will do, if I take the execution index and if I directly multiply it with a float like this and connect it to any axis like X, and if I increase the value I will have this line on X. Okay, if I connect it to Y we will have the Y line. If I connect it to Z, it apply, it will go to Z. Okay, so this is how we can do that, but this line is like just keep going. I want to limit it to like how many rows or columns I want. So to do that, what I'll do, instead of multiplying it directly, I will divide it and this will be my number of columns, or you can say rows. So I will rename it number of row. Okay, and then I'll take the fraction of it and this will multiply with the value for my like row. So I'll make a float. This will be my row. Hit apply. So now if I increase this, I have this row. And now I want the columns. So for that you need to just, and yeah, there can be lots of different ways to create the grid. You can find on internet lots of people doing the lots of different maths here, but this is I think the simplest way to create, and by using very few nodes to create the grid. So now you need to just subtract from this to fractional and that's it. Now you will multiply it for the columns. So I will make it float and connect it here and rename it. And just connect it to X. Hit apply and see we have this. And number of rows, I'll make the 10 for now. So you have this, and let me increase the particle size, let it maybe 50. So now you can see I can increase the space of these, and the column value is 10 times less than the rows. If I am using the 100 here, I will use the 1000 here, but you can fix that if you want the same value. The rows value you can divide by 10, or you can divide it by the same value we have in here. but for now you can see the value and we have this. And the benefit of this, we can also tweak this and we will have different patterns. See, so let me just put some more value, more particles here, and see how different patterns we have, like this. So this is like a brick pattern. See, it has this brick pattern, and if you want to see that properly, I'll show you. If I, instead of this radial, if I take just a flat color, or we can use the box flat color, turn off the random rotation, and let's use like a brick color, this, and I can also randomize the color little bit. Okay, so we have, you can use just one here for the more randomness. Okay, and this is camera align, so let me just use the custom align, custom vector, and take the align to the mesh orientation and on the Z axis. So now you can see this is the brick pattern we have, and with the spacing we can make it like this, and this is square right now, so we will use uh, non-uniform size, and we can stretch this like this. Let me just, yeah, so now we can fix the gap, and see we have this brick pattern. Although we have slightly different value, we can, like, this is, we can edit this. Let me just find a good value. So this is the perfect value I come up with. So you can see now this looks exactly like a brick pattern, and you can use a mesh and it will look good. And the spacing you can of course decrease like this. Now it looks better. So that's it. This was the grid. We can use it. So thanks for watching. Keep learning. Bye bye.